Hey guys, we are live. Okay, we are live. Hey guys, hi, this is Sulpatri and I have Radhika with me joining you this live today to share with you some results, some winning success stories, uh,
Yeah.
and also invite you to join me this Sunday. So I'm very excited. Radhika, hello, how are you?
Hi, I am good. How are you?
I am awesome. What's going on? Where are you right now?
I am in my hometown. I am in Kanpur and right now on live with you, and I'm very excited for this live.
Yes, Kanpur. Oh my gosh, I've never been to Kanpur. And in Monopoly, that Kanpur always comes, and I used to think, Arey yaar, I need to go here.
You have to come here and have all the nice food. Yahan ka.
I
You have to
know.
do that once.
Absolutely, absolutely. But how
Yeah.
is it right now? With the COVID situation in in that part of the country?
Okay, so I think it feels as if India is immune to all sorts of diseases. Everybody is like, in their own zone. They like did not care there's COVID. Of course, there are people who are very, very sensitive to the issue and they are wearing all the masks and everything. But as you go like to the village side of it or the smaller part of the towns, smaller areas of the town, they're very free, chilled out, no mask, no nothing, and they're like, okay, we do not believe there exists any disease. So that is like the perfect example what Patri Sir gives. Until unless it does not exist here, it does not exist anywhere, basically. So I think maybe that is working for people here in India.
Absolutely, absolutely. And just saying hello to everybody who's joining us here. Hey
Yeah.
guys, Amana, Shivam says he's from Delhi. Yeah. And Mallikarjun, hello, Shrikant. So guys, please go ahead and share this video on your groups, on your pages. If we get 25 shares today, I may call upon you the 20, to come and join me here and share, just have a chat with you guys. So uh, 25 shares that we need, so go ahead and share, because the information today we're going to give away is pretty awesome. And we're going to give nuggets about bringing ourselves back into coherence from anxiety. So make sure you share. And again, as I mentioned, if you're here until the end, I may call you to speak with me here directly on this live. Okay. So all right. So Radhika,
Yeah.
tell me, how is the situation right now? What is the collective consciousness saying? Like, how is it? What do you feel happening
Okay,
around?
so I think I'm speaking on behalf of a lot of people, with due respect to the collective consciousness. So this started happening during March. I felt, everything that we have done to Mother Earth in some or other form is coming back to us in form of COVID, even if it is a man-made thing, if so to say, allegedly. I
Mhm.
think it's really something that I personally feel. Uh, People might hate me, but so is the truth. What we've done to Mother Earth, what we've done to animals, to plants, to trees, what we have, we've stretched, her patience to the level where she doesn't want to come back. She's broken and she's like, I can't take anymore. So like how, and I keep telling this to everyone, how a mother has, at one point, that patience, that unconditional love is still there, but that limitless patience also find its limit, that somewhere I have to put a break, I have to draw that line. And that's what I feel has been happening. And I think I feel pain from a lot of sectors. So it's not just on the level of planetary, but what I see is a lot of people are dealing with their own past traumas, something
Mhm.
that has happened before, something that they might have done to someone else. They're coming up, they're actually coming up, stepping up, accepting their faults, or accepting that something was done to them and now they're ready to release. So there's a lot of things happening, and it's very easy to find yourself under stress or under anxiety at this point in time with so much going on. It's like
Yeah.
you're feeling plethora of emotions at a go. Yeah, 100 things in one moment. And I'm sure you exactly know what I'm talking about, because you deal with a lot of people. You have been taking so many sessions, so I'm sure that you can relate to this right now.
Absolutely.
Being the person that you are, definitely that is.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes. And I'm just going to say hi. Karun is here, who is going to join us this Sunday,
Oh
actually.
yeah.
Very
Hi.
excited about that. Hi, Karun. I'm looking forward to working with you this starting this Sunday. And also, by the way, guys, whoever is watching me, um, Radhika is an intuitive coach. She's an intuitive reader, and she reads energies. So, and she has her own coaching, business programs. She has her own packages and programs. And can you share your website, Radhika? What is your website?
Right now, the website is not really live, but people
Okay.
can find me on Facebook as of now with the name Sessions with Radhika. So I'm still there. So I'm still working on the website, and thank you so much for that introduction. I am really grateful to you.
Yes, of course. So if anybody want to check out her work, she is amazing. I mean, I can't start to describe the amount of the depth that she has within her in every aspect of everything that we are talking about in being a multidimensional self. So this is her um, ID. So if anybody wants to reach out to her for any kind of, you know you want to get some insight, something that you don't know happening, but you just want to get some kind of feedback, because feedback is good, guys. We need feedback. Feedback is how we know we are in just getting that kind
Exactly.
of assurance.
Yeah.
So I love getting feedback. That's why I do, like, I ask all the time, like, okay, how am I doing, how are my classes going? And in fact, I see this with my father all the time. He's always asking, okay, how did this class go, how did this go? Because
Class. Yes.
feedback is important. Unless I know what I'm saying makes sense to you, or absolutely is no sense, you're just talking nonsense. How do we know where to go or how to turn? So if you need
Agree.
anything of such sort, reach out to Radhika. And again, go ahead, guys, share. As I mentioned, if I get 25 shares, I'm gonna pick one and invite you to come and join here today with me and ask any question under the sun. So yesterday I
Yes.
had this meditation session where now I started. Radhika is every Thursday I'm doing a meditation session,
Yes, I know about that. Yes.
and then it was specifically for very focused towards PSSM masters, because if I do that, I start connecting with them. It's really
Yeah.
many people have been reaching out to me, and because of all the program that we are doing, it's hard to do that. So Thursdays are dedicated for them. And there was a question about trauma and stress. So there was a
Okay.
question about where do we store our trauma,
Mhm.
and how does it get triggered? How does it get expressed? Does it get
Okay.
so? This was a question asked. Before I answer what I said, I want to know what do you think about that?
Okay, so I really feel that trauma can be stored in a lot of part of our bodies. Like people might say, this is the main center, the heart center where the trauma gets stored. Definitely, it is there, but this is something I've learned from you, and maybe I'm digressing from the topic a bit. But all that she said about me right now, guys, I have to thank her for everything, because sometimes to help you realize your awesomeness, there is an awesome woman standing behind you. She is my shield. She is my strongest pillar right now. So thanks to her that I'm sitting here in front of you guys today and talking without fearing that I might slip or I might say something wrong. So thanks to Paridhi for that. Now back to the topic. So as you asked, this trauma is, I think, stored at a lot of points in our body. And this, I think, before you say anything, I realized this while you were making us meditate during the new moon ceremony. I felt a lot of part in my body aching. I've heard about it, I've read about it, that there are a lot of chakras that get blocked, and you feel this, you feel that. I might have been feeling it, latently somewhere, or maybe in the subconscious, but consciously feeling it, that yes, there is some trauma, maybe moving in different parts of my body. That was something terrific. So that is what I feel, and we have to heal it from the grassroots level. I think that is what I believe now, because through personal experience.
Absolutely. I think that's bang on that, trauma can be stored in very different levels of our multidimensional self. So I talked about how we are multidimensional, and our soul has been through so much of trauma, in different galaxies, in different planets, in different star systems. It's not just the earth trauma that we are going through, but we have
Exactly.
been in wars in the heavens, in the cosmos. You know, we have been a part of all of that. Because we are not just born on earth. There we have been on in different galaxies and star systems. So so we carry that in our, in our subconscious mind or in our soul essence. And the main thing, like Dr. Bruce Lipton talks about, is the way uh, we get our DNA or whatever that programming gets expressed is through
Yeah.
environment. One of the big key is environment. When we put ourselves in an environment which is of lower vibrations, we are
Yes.
going to express that from within. you know
Yeah.
this is stored in different subtle bodies of ours, and that's why sometimes it's important. Even though we take medicine, even though we are working on working out and eating healthy and
Yeah.
raw food, vegan food, but yet we are still seeing stress, we are still feeling anxiety because we're not doing the inner work.
That's true.
So it's not just about, yes, of course, working out is important, doing yoga, movement is important, eating the right food is important, but it's all just a piece of puzzle. We have to put everything together. But the biggest piece is our inner weather. How are we taking control or taking the power back for
Yeah.
that?
True.
So now I want to share some results that we have seen together, Radhika, in our
Yes.
in the programs. Especially again, I'm starting the conscious boot camp this Sunday, which is going to be a really intense boot camp. And I say boot camp, it means boot camp. Like, it is intense. There is no room for, like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, self-paced online. No, no, nothing. It is, I'm going to be live, I'm going to be talking to you, going to be
Yeah.
working with me directly, coached by me. Um, and I'm a pretty good coach, I think. And
Are definitely. And when she, guys, when she says intense, it means to the spelling literal sense intense, because I've been on a sessions personally, and it feels real. Whatever she talks about, whatever she makes you feel, it's here. It's there's nothing made up. And one thing that I love about her is absolutely no drama. You might be going through the most shittiest issue in your life, and she just walks in this on the screen. Like, now she cannot walk in the room technically, so she walks in on the screen, and you're like, your whole world lights up like a light bulb, and okay, everything's going to be okay because she's there. That is the power you start having when you believe in yourself. And I think that is what I'm learning from this woman, that when you start believing in yourself, when you know that what you're doing is right, you are following the right path, everything is like thug thug thug, it's happening. And I think that is what's going to happen in like during the mini boot camp. And I'm really excited.
yes, yes. So let's talk about some results. We have, I work with various different kinds of students who are from different backgrounds. And by
Yeah.
the way, the biggest piece about this boot camp is that I'm working with everybody, men and women. Um,
Yes.
this is like a big thing for me because I opened up because so many people have reached out to me and said, hey, you know what? You don't work with men, you work with only women. What about men? Why are you not working with men? But guys, I had a calling to serve women. And of course, all my the signature programs, which are the actual programs, whether is for women. I have a 3-month coaching program. I have a, where I it's really intense. It's completely makeover of vibration. um
Yes.
Complete vibration makeover. It's not like a physical makeover, vibration makeover, frequency
Yeah.
makeover. But that's a 3-month coaching program where I do one-on-one work. We talk about mindset piece. We talk about success routines, how to work with law of attraction, how to work with how manifestation, grounding, energy work, working with pyramids, working with crystals. There's a whole bunch of it. I really do offer a lot. So that's the 3-month program. But I'm also now the Sunday thing that is happening is a mini boot camp, which is a 5-week session where we meet every Sunday for 2 hours, 9 to 11. And we talk about getting into resilience, building resilience, increasing situational awareness and relationships, meetings, improving your performance, speaking your performance. Right now, because of, as Radhika mentioned, the collective consciousness is so much distortions are happening, and that affects the way we respond or react to people around us. And that can affect your performance, affect your your if you want to be the best version of yourself, you got to be in you gotta be in calm. Like, you have to be calm, you have to have a certain um, control over your emotions and not let get carried away.
Yeah.
So that's something that you will be able to achieve in this program. Creation, connecting to intuition. So many people talk about, how do I connect to intuition? I don't know if this is me or my brain or my mind. To just, because we are so used to having so many
Yeah.
thoughts happening, like not just one thought, there's so many thoughts. Increase sleep, resilience, vitality, stress. Of course, a big piece is stress, but also we're going to talk about how to present all this information to your audience. So if you're a coach, say for like how Radhika is a coach, a therapist, we are now having a doctor joining us from India, right, for this session
Yeah.
on Sunday. And
Yes.
she and if you're any kind of professional, a wellness professional, holistic professional, a yoga teacher, crystal healer, reiki master, energy work, meditation teacher, and you want to become skyrocket your confidence to present this information to your clients, to your audience, to your students, and also integrate this information into your current programs. So that's the best. So that is what we're going to teach you, how to be confident, how to raise your confidence. So you can be like, when you talk about heart and intuition, you don't have to be like, oh my gosh, oh, I can talk this about to this audience. I can talk to my colleagues about intuition. No, you can be very confident and talk to them about all of this stuff, and that we will get you there.
True.
Right, Radhika? And we are going to have a lot of resources too for them.
Definitely, yes. Lot of resources. We are totally thrilled about what you're going to start on 22nd. I'm thrilled because I'm going to be attending too, so I'm very happy.
Yeah, and that's you're gonna do it again. Like, you've already done that enough number of times. So,
But like every time you are there, so it's a amazing thing to be at the back end, and helping you with whatever you're doing, because I'm learning so much. So I think this is one opportunity I don't want to miss. It no matter how many times it's going to happen, I'm going to be there on your head doing what I'm supposed to do. So yeah, I'm just excited.
absolutely, absolutely. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun, more than
Yeah,
hanging out with each other, because I really
yeah,
loved our last boot camp. Like, I really loved it.
yeah.
We had so much fun, like with all
You
of
did.
us,
Yes,
and
and this time our audience is our the audience that will be attending is diverse. Last time it was just women. This time it's a mixed bag, so we're gonna have fun. Really, this time is going to be really interesting because we have another perspective too, other than what we are facing. Like, we get to learn more. I think
correct.
that's the bonus point here.
Absolutely, I think that's
Yeah,
great. And also, we are doing this 5 weeks now. Normally, we do it 4 weeks, but we are doing it 5 weeks.
yeah,
Because 5 weeks, I'm also including tips on manifesting, like how, if you want, because we are focusing on teachers, we are focusing on coaches. So
yeah,
if you're a coach and you're ready to start teaching, you're ready to start getting out there and be a leader, be a teacher, how do you attract your audience? How do you, because that's the biggest piece most people struggle.
yeah.
You become a
Exactly.
teacher, you become a leader, next what? How do you get people
Exactly.
to listen to you?
Yeah, yeah,
So we're going to talk about that aspect, about you getting into, I mean, we're not going to get in depth, but we're just going to start grooming you to get there. And if you want to take it seriously as a career, then of course we have a whole program for that.
yeah,
We'll talk about it. But so if we're going to groom you into like being, what do you need? Because sometimes we have the skill sets, we have some certificates, that credentials, this, I
yeah,
don't know, tons of credentials, but yet People are not coming to us, people are not paying us. At the
Yes.
end of the day, you want to be successful, financially abundant, doing what you love. And that's what I stand for. Extremely abundant, being financially extremely abundant, supporting your family, going on vacations, and doing what you love, serving
What?
your family. Because
True.
this is what happened, Radhika, for me. I believed that all my life that I have to do what I don't love to make money.
Yeah.
I have to struggle and do what it takes to make money so that I can do what I love.
Yeah. I can relate.
Yeah, and I'm sure you have been there, right? How was it? What did it feel like?
Uh, so I think it was very recent that I shared it with you. I think not in detail, but just a phase of it. So there was this time I was sitting in front of my laptop writing absolutely nonsensical, uh, literally nonsensical. Okay, I'm not going to use that word. Nonsensical sentences, basically. Putting it into words, and I was like, okay, this is something I do not want to do down the line. 5 years, I want to be at this place. Little did I know that within a month, maybe I'm going to lose that job. I'm going to
Yeah,
find myself in the next 8 months and really manifest for myself what I wanted to manifest. So I think it feels like liberation. To be very honest, I have not felt as free as I do since my class 12th. College days were pretty fine. Obviously, you have fun, you're carefree. You just want to, you want to just know where you want to go. But otherwise, it's carefree. But I don't think so. I have been so carefree for the past, 4 or 5 years as I am now.
right, right.
So the first stepping stone was becoming, finding that family in PSSM, and just starting. I think it's that moment when my life changed. And maybe because of that particular moment, I knew that I can't be doing this weird job, or the jobs that I've been into, that this is not my place, where everybody is, there's cutthroat competition. People, they're so fake. You do find nice people also, and I'm glad for all the friendships that I've found during my work career. But yeah, somewhere you just know that you can't survive. I'm not this person. There are a lot of people who do it. They drag it off, and they really do it for lot many years. But I knew I'm not this person.
Yeah, I mean,
So
you do it because of fear. Like if you don't do it, you're not gonna get food. You're not gonna have a roof.
yeah,
And literally, I believed. I mean, I was there. I believed I didn't have a choice. I believed that I don't have any other choice
yeah,
unless do get into IT. IT was the only thing that I could do. I mean, I used to think about it. You know what? I don't have any skills. I cannot sing. I cannot paint. I don't
there
have
you go.
any other great skills. What will I do other than just be in this 9 to 5 job? And by the way, I asked the audience who is watching us, would you like to trade your life for a life that you want to do with a from a 9 to 5 job? Would you like to trade these, like doing what you love rather than going back to your 9 to 5 job? Would you like to trade that? And if you yes, put
I
that in
did.
the comments. Put that in the comments. Who is ready to start serving, to start finally do what you want to love, what you love, and feel abundant, feel secure, feel abundant? Who is ready? I want to really see if anybody is out there who's ready to do that. Because I remember I definitely thought that I didn't have a choice. I had to do what I have to do. Otherwise, what will I do? There's nothing in me that I could do.
I genuinely feel you, because I thought, even after, studying so much, I think the only thing I know is to write. I can't do anything else. Knowing that I have so many skills, you just don't realize it. Like, you
Yeah.
would not have realized at that point in time, when you were, feeling so low within, that, you can actually coach women, that you have that power within you, that you can just simply talk to people and they'll be like, no, I want to do this. And that is your power. This is who Paripatri is. And I think knowing that, Radhika in this human form, she had so many things in within her other than her writing skills. I couldn't just, I was like, okay, this is the only thing I know. If this goes, then I'm jobless. What do I do? How do I make my ends meet? And how do I support whatever used to come to my mind? So I really feel
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that kept me, that belief that I had that I don't have a choice, I have to live this life, this is what I have. That's kept
Yeah.
me in struggling mode for so long. My goodness, struggling for getting a promotion, struggling for getting noticed for doing what you know, your work, for being acknowledged.
Yeah.
And it was horrible. Like I remember like like now after I took I after I started taking myself seriously, after I realized my worthiness, as so you did. I mean, this is a story of all of us, all, you know, like a parallel story. And when we realize, you know what, I'm much more than what I think I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah.
And Karun says, I seriously want to serve and help people. Absolutely, you're gonna get ready in 5 weeks to do that. so uh, so I'm excited about that, about what you're going to do after the 5 weeks, because I remember I didn't know where to start, how to start, what to do, kahan se start karu, you know, things like that. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I hope, you know, but I always had this belief like it is happening no matter what, it is happening and it's going to happen big,
Yeah.
because I was never shy of dreaming big. And I tell every little girl out there, every girl, every woman, every man, is have the courage to dream big, you know,
Yeah.
dream big. Don't limit yourself with where you are, your opportunities or your realities or your current position. That doesn't matter. I was just watching that movie Gully Boy yesterday.
Yeah.
And in that he says, you know that, remember the scene where the father and the son has a conversation at the end?
Yes.
मैं
Yes.
अपना अपना सच्चाई को अपना, नहीं क्या
खुद
था
बना
वो,
दिया.
हाँ अपने,
So he says something. I don't exactly remember the dialogue, but he says something on कि हमारी यही सच्चाई है. तू एक टैक्सी वाले का बेटा है.
yeah,
He goes like you are the son of a taxi wala and you have to be a taxi wala all your life. So he says I don't feel that way. This is not my reality. This is your reality. I will create my own reality. So the dialogue goes on that, and that was really hard hitting. That
yeah,
was the peak of that movie. Yeah.
absolutely. And these are all, this is how all successful people have become successful, because they took the courage to see beyond what everybody could see.
Exactly. True.
They had that courage to see beyond, and that's exactly what he was saying. You know what, I will match my dreams with my reality, not match my uh, no, I will match my reality with my dreams, not match my dreams with my reality. So I will dream big and get my reality to that.
Yeah.
So we can absolutely do anything we want, but there needs to be a process, a strategy, and you got to get into that. It's just, if, again, we can do everything, but it's not easy. Okay, it's simple, but it's not easy. Otherwise, everybody is doing that, correct? So there is a strategy, there is a, method to it, there is a process to it, and you got to find a person. If you're really really serious, you got to get your coach. Like if you want to become a good athlete, what do? You first go find a coach, right? That
Yeah.
is what, and that's what I did all my life. I just said, you know what, I want to get here, I'll find the best, and get myself coached with that, the best.
Yeah.
That's what I have done. I did not think about money, because I was like, I again, as I mentioned in my last live as well. I mean, I've taken freaking so many risks in my life. Like I've leaped into things which with having no plan B. And sometimes, of course, I hit myself, but sometimes, but most of the times, I was successful, and that's why I am here right now talking to you guys about this stuff. So again, let's talk about one of our students who said within 3 weeks, she said that she started responding than reacting to situations.
Oh yes, I remember that.
So, I mean, what do you think? Like, most of the time, what do we do? Why are we in that reactive mode?
Because maybe we are just not listening. We are only simply, hearing. And there's a
Mhm.
big difference between hearing and listening.
Correct.
Sometimes we're only looking and not really seeing. sometimes we're only there and not really there, we're just zoned out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that lack of awareness leads to reaction and not response. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. Even post that hard science bootcamp that we had before, I definitely feel a change, but I know that I'm still learning. I'm still
Mm-hmm.
working that part. I've not reached there. And I think it's a big achievement to actually accept that, I'm not there. I'm still working.
Right.
So I think that path of walking and realizing in tidbits that these are the loopholes where you're reacting and not responding, you teach yourself. And we're mostly really not there.
Yeah.
And just something happens, and just like with the fall of a hat, you're like shouting, and you're just getting angry, and it used to happen with me a lot. It
Right.
still does. I'm no saint. It still does. And at that point in time, I know where to go, what to do, how to be, just take a moment, take a breather. If you've already reacted, then maybe make amends, make that situation right. Of course, I can't go back and, undo it, but at
Mhm.
least I can take a step forward, not have my ego, and actually try to rectify what I have really, messed up.
Right.
So to have that capacity of, not feeling sorry for yourself, no matter what you've done, to actually accept your faults, to forgive yourself, forgive others, and just pick up your pieces, stand up again, and go ahead. I think that makes all the difference. That's
Absolutely.
like,
Yeah, and you are bang on. I mean, most of the times we are just, when somebody else is speaking, we are just preparing ourselves for what reply can I give,
so true. Oh God. Oh
right?
God.
We're just
Yes.
processing that. Okay, she said this, this, this. Okay, I'm going to say this, this, this.
This is so true. I couldn't have put it in better words. Really, this is what we do. I have done it. Everybody has been there. I have
Yeah,
done it too.
yeah.
Definitely.
And we get, here Nagaprabha says we are defending ourselves, I think, and you are absolutely right, Prabha, that we are defending. We always on that guard. Okay, this person
Yeah.
this, and then I'm going to reply this, because we are always in the survival mode. We are always surviving.
Yeah.
So what happens in survival mode? We are always trying to defend the attack. So we consider that as an attack, and we defend ourselves. And it is draining to live like that. I don't I Even in my friend circles, I go, everybody's always defending themselves. Like
Hmm.
somebody says like it comes out as a taunt, and the other person is just defending. Trust me, Radhika, the whole conversation is just attacking and defending.
Yeah.
How exhausting is that?
Very. I am a big time defender. I'm accepting that. And I can be very defending of other people, of myself. And I think I have to learn to undo it. And I've been undoing it. So I totally get what Prabha just said. It's so true. And whatever you explain, it's absolutely bang on, really.
Because I
It's all
see that I am like, whether it's my family that they get together, or I mean, I don't know if they're watching me right now say all this stuff, but even the friends circles, so much attack, so much defending, and I see and I clearly see all that happens because even though you have a lot of money, even though you have like beautiful houses and all of that stuff, you can still live in survival mode because of fear. Because what we think is, oh, if I have a beautiful house and a Mercedes car, people will start valuing me, start, seeing me with respect. We think that, right? We
so
always
wrong.
think that. If
Yeah, we
I
also
have
get
high
it.
values, then people will then come and talk to me with respect.
Maybe
um
a certain class of people, they do believe in it, and they
yeah,
do that.
this
They
is
do
a
that.
very real belief system.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when that does not happen, even after they get there and it does not happen, that's when they start getting into the survival mode. And
Yeah.
because they're still living in survival. No, money has nothing to do with survival mode.
True.
It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with it unless
True.
we shift ourselves into
Yeah.
this connectedness through meditation.
Yep.
Nothing is going to change, no matter how rich you are, well, the celebrity you are, how popular you are, it doesn't matter.
That is very true.
You
That
can
is
be
very
a
true.
poor person or a rich person, you can, both of you can live in survival.
Yeah.
So money has nothing to do with it. And she says, Few years back, I'm like this, but after meditation, I stopped explanations. Wonderful.
That's amazing, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you for joining us, Prabha. And so I mean, again, I'm here to invite anybody who would like to join me and Radhika here
Yes.
on Sunday. Okay, we're gonna start. We just have 2 days to decide. You just have 2 days to decide, make a decision, and see your life transform literally, because you are going to be a part of our inner circle group, actual group
Of
where we
course.
with we're gonna be for 2 hours or more every week for 5 weeks. um,
Yeah.
get access into a very private Facebook group where, and you have access to us for the next 5 weeks
Hmm.
about any questions or anything. You get resources and lot of stuff. I mean, it's literally, if you always wanted to take a leap and become a successful teacher, coach, therapist, then this is for you. This is absolutely for you. I would not, if I were you, and I'm looking for that, I would not miss this chance. I would not miss this chance. And again, the the link is this one: manifest with Pari /bootcamp. Go ahead, and of course, the early bird ended back 17, but you still have time to join it. Okay, you still have
Yeah.
to join in before 2020. How would you feel to finally start taking the steps that either become, start serving your purpose, start living your calling finally, and get out of that chasing, get out of survival, and create your own life? Because once you start doing that, opportunities will start showing up for you.
True.
Like, this is, I see a, you see the wall here, there won't be a wall anymore, there will be a door wide open for you,
Yeah.
and you have
I am,
experienced it
I am
firsthand.
the live example here for that, I think, because I remember back in December when I went to DMC. Truly, that was, energetically speaking, that was my door to entering the new phase of life.
Tell us, what is DMC for people who don't know?
Okay, so DMC is Dhyan Mahachakram, which is also happening this year. It's not open for everyone, guys. So we are very sorry because of the COVID situation. Very few and special invites have been sent out, but yes, it's usually a open forum for general public to visit to Hyderabad and visit the beautiful Kartal pyramid. It's amazing, amazing Maheshwar Maha pyramid. It's beautiful. The energies are amazing, and trust me, guys, I have there are very few experiences that you must live in person. Everybody watches everything online. So when from next year or next to next year, whenever the things are normal, we can be back on track on the not very normal life, and we can physically travel. You should definitely be in that place during December. So it's a 10-day program. It's happening again this year, from 21st to 30th of December, 31st of December, sorry. And you should definitely attend it online. It's going to be life changing. So that was my portal to entering to my very not viewable door, because for me, I just stepped in. I had no idea that I had stepped in that door until and unless I found Paridi. And it might seem like I'm sitting here, and because I'm sitting here, I'm saying all of these things now, because I'm working with her, so I'm saying all of these things. No, it's not true. Because sometimes that for that push you need someone. You know exactly what you want to do. You know exactly. So if, for example, I need to write a book, I would in the end need a publisher to publish my book. Even for a self-publishing platform, there'll be someone to help me, to pull my hand and tell me, this is exactly how you do it. I can't become a publisher myself until unless I've done a course. So for everything, see, this is, everything is interrelated. And I think for me to be here and to make my, I am not saying, I have, oh my God, flourishing business, but I do. Okay. So I am in that middle path right now, walking, making my dreams come true step by step, reaching where I want to be. But I needed that push. I needed that pulling up as well. So that push and pull came for me through Paripatri. So she is my true guiding light right now for what I am becoming right now. So it started with Sir, then a lot of other women. And I have to say this, women somehow have been the most precious mentors in my life. So starting from my mother to my grandmother to my aunts or to anyone I found in the PSSM family, women have played a very important role in my life. So no gender bias here, of course. Men have also played a very important part in my life, but this is a personal experience. And I feel as a coach, when you start working with her, uh, you just start feeling different. At one point in time, this magic cannot be created by anyone else. This is something that is her speciality. That you have that, you get that instinct. You have to believe her somehow. And when you start believing her, she's indirectly rewiring you to believe in yourself. This is different sort of dimension talking altogether, and you will have to work with her to know what I'm talking about genuinely. And again, she's not paying me to say all of this. I am saying this on my own because I felt it.
Oh, no, no,
I
no.
have
Don't tell the
done
secret
it
out. I am, yeah, yeah, yeah.
so yeah, it's been a personal experience. And you know um, I have seen this woman generously do things for free, which other people don't do for free. And you might take it as her promotion or whatever, but if I'm getting something, I want everyone to have it. If you see her YouTube videos, she makes 11-minute, 12-minute, 15-minute videos. People charge a bomb for that. Even for that, they call it masterclass. I am not even kidding. So, you have to know that, if you're paying for this, every single penny would be returned with interest, because the kind of experience that you're going to have while you're in that Zoom session, while she's talking, while she's, rewiring you, while she's mentoring you, and the kind of questions she asks, she makes you feel at home. She doesn't seem like a teacher. She's like, she's teaching and she's learning herself. And that is exactly where where you build a bond with her, where she just makes she makes you feel at home. And that is exactly the experience you're going to start having from mini boot camp. And trust me, this is simply magic, because she's going to add manifestation and abundance with hard science, which is going to be really super awesome. And if I can use the word, it's going to be kick ass in her in her words. It's going to be kick ass, really.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be awesome. Just
Yeah.
start together manifesting and shifting our own lives this year before 2020 ends. Instead of
Yes.
giving the power away to 2020, saying, oh, this happened, that happened, that's why I couldn't do this. Why can't we start making some changes and elevating ourselves? Let's focus on elevating ourselves so that we can start doing the work that we are here on earth, listening to the calling. So
Exactly.
so if anybody has any questions, guys, I'm going to put email here. You can reach out to us if you have any questions. Connect at paripatri.com and then cc radhika at pssmglobal.org. I'm going to give you Uh, so you can just email us, talk to us if you have any questions, or if you're on the fence, you know what, I want to do it, but I just don't know if it's the right decision for me. If I have to invest this money, because these are all the questions I went through many times, and I understand. I don't know if if I have to, if I can spend that money right now. Is it
Yeah.
the right decision for me? Because so many times that is one of the biggest um, piece that holds us back, right, Radhika? The piece about actually committing, because when you give money, what happens is you finally commit. Okay, you know what? There is no going back. I'm doing this now,
Yeah.
and we get
It's
scared
true.
of that
It's funny.
commitment.
Yeah.
So we can talk. If it is free, we can talk all day, and we are not committed. We are not holding ourselves accountable, because when you put that money down, you make a decision and you start changing it now. Like there is no going back.
Yes, yes. And this is something that I've heard from sir, and then again from you, that money is actually a very important spiritual exchange. Sir said, so I had this question back in we were in Jaipur. I asked sir, there is exchange of money, and sometimes it feels very overwhelming. It seems like it's the biggest matrix on earth. He said one sentence: money is spiritual. And I'm like, okay. And he stopped. No further explanations. He just said that one sentence and it's like, "Thug, done." And I'm like, okay. And it was for me to ponder, to understand what he just said. And I think I understand his words better today than I did at that point in time. It
Mm.
took me all of 3 years to understand what he actually said that day. because money is a state of mind, and this is something I've learned from Pari. Really, money is a state of mind. If you believe you have it, you have it. If you believe you don't. Is as simple as that. And I won't talk about the secret or this or that. Yes, secret is really whatever Rhoda speaks in secret. It's really true, and she that the person talks about how you manifest and all of that. But there is something beyond manifestation, that is the power of faith, and that faith comes from within. If you have faith, it happens. It happens. And there was this movie. There's this sentence for creating your reality: fake it till you make it.
Yep.
So even if you don't have it, you believe you have it. And it's not easy, trust me, it's not easy. It's very simple, as Paridi mentioned before. It's very simple, but it's not easy. So for you to make it easy, she's here. So let's just do it. Let's just
You
do
know,
it.
I,
Yeah.
I I just have to say this because just yesterday I was talking to my husband about this part, fake it till you make it, about how his colleague.
Wow.
I'm literally,
Wow.
we just had this conversation last night here on the couch. And then
Wow.
you know what? I'm frustrated that people do this, fake it till you make it, but they're really not, but they do it. My husband is here. Mihir, can you just come here for a second? We're just talking about fake it till you make it that we just discussed last night. And then, hey guys, this is my husband, Mihir. And we just talked about that yesterday, right? Fake it till you make it. And then, and how you said something about it's good when you do it to yourself, but not to others. Can you just mention that point? I think that's really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing that you give, if it gives you confidence, or if you're saying that, if you're projecting something to be like, to look confident and comfortable in front of others, I think that's fair. You are being dishonest to just yourself, or you're creating that to give yourself more confidence, and then the onus is on you, that you have to work hard and live up to
Mhm.
the projection you're creating. But it becomes wrong when you project that on somebody else, saying that, and you deflect task, right? Like, you are expecting others to live up to the projection that
Mhm.
you're creating, that you are saying, like, I'm going to be capable of doing these things, and then you keep passing the buck on others. Don't work hard. So fake it till
Yeah.
you make it is, like, subjective. As long as you're projecting something and then trying to live up to that is good, because now you're raising your standard. You projected something.
And you're doing the work.
Correct, you're doing the work and you're keeping it to yourself. But when you push it
Yeah.
on others, when I say something, I'm projecting it and, like, making you do something, then that's
Yeah.
deflecting, which is not, that's what we were discussing last
Yeah,
night, which
we
is
were,
not correct.
but yeah, we were. Thank you, Mihir, for doing that. He doesn't come on before cameras. I just got him on the spot here. So, it's in my bag right there, in my wallet. So basically what he's saying is like, hey, if it works for you to increase your standards, increase your ability, the way
Yeah.
you show up, absolutely go for it. But
Yes.
but don't but we have to understand this is a topic that we're going to come up with a whole new course on ethics and integrity, spiritual ethics
Yes.
and
Yes.
integrity. Like, we
Yes.
do not start believing wrong things about create a wrong mask about ourselves, so much doing the fake thing, you
Yep.
know so we need to know where is that authentic, because we have to be authentic at the end of the day.
Yep.
And so how do you do that? I mean, I think, Radhika, we can do a whole session on this topic.
Definitely, definitely. So when I say fake it till you make it is only when you're thinking in terms of abundance, and it is only for your self motivation. Fake it till you make it is not for So it's like you have a, your humongous task at your hand, and you're telling the other person, "Oh, I'll do it in a jiffy. I'll do this. I'll do
Exactly.
that." Don't do that. You can't fake
Correct.
that kind of thing. You need 2 days time. You tell I need 2 days time. Maybe you
Correct.
tell I need 2.5 days time, because you know your capacity. Sometimes you also slog, or something might happen. So fake it till you make it, as Mihir Bhaiya said, it's very subjective. Which means, so when I say fake it till you make it is, if you think in terms of, okay, I have this much money and I believe I have this much money and I'm working hard, because, and that is why I deserve this much money. This is the fake it till you make it. So it's in a very positive sense when I say fake it till you make it. And this is also what secret talks about, or what abundance, whoever talks about abundance or manifestation, they also talk about the same thing. And this is exactly, this is how you're going to learn it also while in this, you are in this mini boot camp. You're going to learn all of this, while being there, how to, what are the steps for manifestation, abundance, and relating it all to coherence and resilience. So it's going to be a magical trip together for 5 weeks, really a magical journey indeed.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but your camera is freezing. Okay, I think you're back now. Can you wave
Yeah.
like a bit? Yeah, now it's lagging a bit, but I think it's better than before. It's just a little. It's freezing, unfreezing.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
know.
I guess
Something is happening.
we can I think end the session today, but just saying that, and really putting out there, inviting you guys, motivating, encouraging you to make a decision of what you want in your life. Start thinking about that. It's not just about the scores or anything, because it's about really what do you want, what is that you want to do in your life. Start thinking about that. And there are many courses are now also this Saturday, actually tomorrow, at 9 a.m. Eastern, which is 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. I'm doing a course on pyramids. Sorry, class on pyramids. It's a free class. You can come and join me on Zoom, and I'm going to put the details on my page and everywhere on my website. You can go and check it out and join me tomorrow.
Yes, and also before we part ways today, I just want to say that, please ask questions. No question is stupid. Even if you think your question is the most stupid question, please put it out there, because it tells us that you're actually listening to us. You're actually, you want to interact, and that want to be a part of this life. A lot of energy goes into one person, doing it for you every day or every alternate day. She has been putting a lot of energies. I'm really seeing her work so hard towards everything, and this is not for a personal gain. Everything is secondary. She really wants to serve, and there's a part of her that is totally dedicated to truly being who she was, here to do. So, ask questions, share your views, and that is very important. And I am really asking you out loud to share your experience, maybe through email or while we are in live, or you want to interact to us personally. If you so anyone who wants to, reach out to her, you're not able to connect, please reach out to me. I will connect you with her. So there are a lot of mediums how you can connect to her. So there's an entire platform available to you for your questions, queries, or whatever, however you want to take it forward.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Radhika, for taking this time today and connecting with the audience and me here today.
Thank you for actually having me here with you. It's a pleasure always to be interacting this way. It's just amazing, really.
Yes, and I love our discussions here. I mean, it's always very impromptu and spontaneous.
Yeah. Yes.
And
Yes.
so, guys, well, thank you very much for watching us and being here with us. And share this video. Maybe somebody has to see this, or maybe it will benefit somebody that you never know what happens. So share this, and if you have anybody you think can benefit out of this program, invite them to join this. And we will be starting on Sunday. So you probably have just today. And India, if you're in India, your day is done. So you probably have just a day to decide and
Yeah.
get on the boat.
Yes. So for people in India, it starts at 7:30 p.m. IST every Sunday, and it's a 2-hour class. So be prepared that you will be sitting there till 9:30 in the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. I love you, Radhika, as always.
Me too.
And
Yes. Me too.
I hopefully, and I really look forward to doing this again. I love this discussions.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Bye,
Okay.
guys.
Bye bye. Bye.